What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Checking out Dragon Age: The Veilguard. So, give me a minute to set up and we'll get started. Do I hate myself or something? No, this is a one and done stream. Figured I would play it one time. We'll have a good laugh. Good Friday night laugh. And then I'll get back to what I was doing. Either finishing Warhammer or starting LA Noir. How you doing, Anthony? How's your week been? Let me know if you can see and hear everything okay. This is a free-to-play, so I figured I'd download it and check it out. I think I know what I'm getting into. Oh, nice. You guys work everything out or what? English, everything. Yeah, we're good here. Yeah, there you go. Can't go wrong there. You called that though, you couldn't have predicted that one, huh?
As Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of
This is
or
I don't know if it's the same people, but it's the same company that made the original Knights of the Old Republic.
In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's got to stop him, and that's where you come in.
It is the same company. Yeah, those people would be long gone. That was 20 years ago. I'm adjusting things. Do I still sound the same on your end? Cycle appearance. We do got some pretty horrible looking characters to work with, don't we? Sounds good on that end. see, what do we got? We've got an elf. All the elves are... We've got a Quanire. Never heard of that. Human. And dwarf. These all kind of look bad. Alright, we'll be a human. Where's that ginger chick? We'll play her. She's reeling you in. No, I say go for it. Oh, pronouns, huh? We'll stick with what we got. I started at the intro to Avowed. I didn't get too far into it. How you doing, Panda? It's free on gameplay. Yeah, I was checking it out a little bit. That gameplay's pretty cool. Pronouns. I think the only people that care about pronouns aren't playing video games. They're probably out like protesting somewhere. He, him, woman. Let's go with it. I haven't even seen any like live streams of Avowed or anything. I did pull the trigger on LA Noire. That's going to be the next like long form one I think I do. Do I have to deal with cards? Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing?
Time to get to work. What's he been...
Well, we're not in trouble. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move.
Replayed Terminator Resistance. I need to go back and play a RoboCop again. I want to play RoboCop before the that expansion for it comes out. Yeah, and the thing with that Gene Simmons thing was he's doing that a different person every show of his tour. I thought that was crazy. We're good. Let's do this.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf.
I didn't finish it. I'm at the very final, last part of the last mission. I'm trying to, disable, I gotta disable these 3 parts to bring the grid down. So I think we can go and send Kyle Reese back in time. I think that's where I left off on that one.
Capital of the Tevinter.
I think my save file's still right there, too. I could probably go back and scream the end of that.
City this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town.
How you doing, Chad? How's your week been?
And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Been hating all the rain. We've had it's been like rain, snow mix here.
It's not a demand. It's an offer. Telling me what I need to know, it's the smart play here.
How'd you figure, sweet talker?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is. We were supposed to meet here, in your bar, but you let Venatori cultists drag her away.
What's the plot of this one? Does anybody know? Anybody pay attention to this at all?
So
I'm only playing it because it was a free-to-play.
Walk away with the coin, or spend it cleaning up the place when I'm through. Your choice.
You're adorable. Dumad Plaza. That's where you'll find Nev Gallus.
I played Dragon Age Origins, and that was when it did have the actual, it still had the creators from the original Knights of the Republic. I think. Just the same company that did Mass Effect, too, but I know all the people have changed over.
Good for all of you, too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
See, I've heard the criticism is like this is woke garbage, as with the pronouns, but I've also heard like gaming-wise it's not that bad.
That's why you're my second in command. Although for the record, you might be too charming for your own good.
It got us Nev's location. Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
You haven't heard about the orc character. I remember you said something about it, Chad.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever
And I've never seen anybody stream it. Usually you'll see
I believe her.
people streaming you know, different games that come out. This one never.
The Archon's palace. Something must
A
have
friendship
gotten them
therapy
riled up.
simulator. I'm glad I'm not going to play the whole thing through.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get
Maybe
out
I'll
of
try
here?
to sabotage all these
Don't wanna
friendships.
look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev
Nope,
Gallus
not giving
and
you
stop
nothing.
Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
Gotta help her.
It does feel like a very like generic fantasy.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go!
Is that a spaceship?
Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus. My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
Not gonna let me fight or nothing yet.
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
I did just finish Grand Theft Auto 4. That's such a fun game.
This way! It should get us to Harding!
It's almost probably my favorite like Grand Theft Auto story game.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you
The
two?
DLC for that is hard. I'm trying to play, I'm about to start, what's it? The Lost and the Damned? I'm about to start that one.
Guess the blood pumping.
I remember originally I never beat the Ballad of Gay Tony because it was impossibly hard, even trying to use cheats.
Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting?
There's the one where you're on the moving train trying to shoot the helicopter and there's like all these people attacking you. I couldn't get past that one.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks.
And it does have stiff controls compared to like modern day. I did get frustrated a lot trying to shoot people.
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons.
Light attack.
Here they come.
That was one of the most things that frustrated me, and I hope if they do like a definitive edition, they give you checkpoints. I noticed they didn't invent the checkpoint system until like Red Dead Redemption 1. That was like the first game that actually had checkpoints in between your missions, or in your missions.
About how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
And there's a messed up on the very last mission when you're trying to get on the helicopter. That's a mini game. You have to spam the A button. And due to the frame rate changes on the Xbox Series X, I had to actually use a lighter and like roll it across to do it because trying to do it by hand, the frame rates weren't adding up and it was all screwy.
Let's move.
Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes. The Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Oh, that's my guy.
More intruders!
Oh.
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We crossed the Grey Wardens a few years back. Got a lot of our people killed.
Yep, I was there. Come on.
For a minute I thought it was going to be cool like Jedi Survivor. Let me do some cool stuff, but no. R1 driving kick.
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Cleric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
How far into the story do we get to this orc? Do you know,
The
Chad?
Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
It's got to be pretty bad if it just came out this year or like within a few months ago and it's already a free to play.
Hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
I tried playing that Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle or whatever it's called.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing
And
more power than
yeah,
I'd
for a guy who does not like to
expected.
solve puzzles,
Told me he was working
do not
with
play an Indiana Jones game.
Told you he was an ancient elven god.
an elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be Mass Effect 4 or if it's going to be just some other Mass Effect project like Andromeda was. I thought it looked beautiful. It was a great game. I just didn't like the and I didn't like the puzzle solving. They even give you, I didn't get too far into it. They even give you an option to like solve the puzzles on super easy. Kind of shows what Bethesda can do if they want to, though.
Slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'll probably do that next time. I was overwhelmed when I got the Game Pass because it was just like I had access to so much. I was like, I already wanted to replay the Walking Dead trilogy, the real ones, not the definitive edition crap. And then yeah, I wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 4, which is a disc game I had. I had to play Knights of the Republic again.
And then demons found them.
And then like, yeah, the Starfield's out, that Indiana Jones game was out. There's a few others I wanted to check out. Tried to play Ninja Gaiden Black. That game was hard. I didn't even get to the through the tutorial. I didn't put a lot of effort into it either, I guess, so. I've heard both. I've heard people be like, it's really good, and you know, one of their Bethesda's best games, and then I've heard it's like a cheap, like space clone of Fallout 4. I've been planning to play it since January, but I don't want to. That's one of those games that's going to be like 100 hours if I do like it.
enchantment.
I was joking with my friend today too, because we were talking about video games. Because I've been on a Rockstar kick, and I'm about to like switch up to playing some Bethesda games. And he's just been on a Bethesda kick, and he's switching over to Rockstar. And I'm like, yeah, you know, as far as the gaming company goes, you're either gonna play as far as like 120, 130 hour games, you're either gonna play a Rockstar game or a Bethesda game.
This looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Find another way up there. I heard about that. I don't know if I'm hyped. I just heard about that today, actually. I don't know how hyped I am.
Must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the
I'm looking forward to LA Noir.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
I've been researching some of the stuff behind it, and I guess some of the case files are based off real, actual case files from the 1940s in LA. Fallout's its closest comparison. I guess to give them credit, it's the first time Bethesda's tried to do like an outer space themed game.
A few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
That's kind of what I'm worried about with the, I don't want to be staring at the crowd or paying attention to something else and miss a big part of that game.
Demons.
And I don't think I've ever streamed a Rockstar game before. Just because of the style of games Rockstar's. As far as like, say you were streaming Red Dead Redemption 2, it's just like, would you really want to stream yourself hanging out at a campsite cooking a meal? I don't know. There's some cool cards you can find. They use the actual LA map. I didn't hear about that. That is cool.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Do I need a key or what?
Solus, the Dreadwolf, Ben Harrell. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Whoa.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another.
I don't think I've ever played any of the Max Payne games.
He must have gone through
I might
it.
have to look into those. I'm not even sure what their, I remember the title. Like, I know I'm remembering what the logo looks like. I just can't remember what the game was about.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
Max Payne 3, I think that's the one I was thinking of.
The tremors are getting worse.
I might be thinking of Hitman too. He's not bald like a bald assassin, no, and that's Hitman. Yeah, I can't think of the what the story of that one was about. So far, as far as this game goes, I'd have to say it's a barcode role-playing game. Like, it's got the... There isn't anything that makes it stand out so far.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
That sounds kind of cool. Sounds like that Stuntman game where you played like a stunt car driver in a movie.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
Man on Fire. That was a Denzel Washington one, right?
Nothing compared to how many will get as soulless finishes as Richie.
Boss fight. A pride demon. Wonder what they mean by that. I'm almost dead. Death Stranding 2 does look weird. I was thinking like that would make it great, like a TV series.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Gameplay, like I didn't like Death Stranding 1. I couldn't get past just the walking simulator, and like trying to carry all your crates across the river and then losing everything. I lost my pool a couple times. That one was one where it was a beautiful game, and when I was into it, but I didn't get far enough to get a vehicle in that game. And I stalled out at one of those, trying to cross a big old, like, water thing. And I was, like, almost overloaded with crates. Death Stranding 2 is probably one of the ones I'll probably watch, like, YouTube footages of it. I don't know if I'd actually play that one. Unless they've improved from, a lot of the tireless just walking around. I heard once you, like, get past, like, 6, 7, 8 hours, the walking stops in the first one.
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
I think I gave up right around the time you get the first, like, 4-wheeler that you get. I know I got to, like, I got to the middle of America, so I did get, like, halfway across the country.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep
So,
the demons off me while I
AP
talk
said
to
Ronnie Hayes is going to be streaming,
Isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks
the
nicely.
remastered version of Days
Solus
Gone
needs
when it
someone
comes
to sell
out.
him another option to help him justify changing
Be
his
interesting to
mind.
watch that guy stream again.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me...
Yeah, he hasn't been on his channel in a year. And he hasn't been on the other channel. He's done? Is that what he said? I was curious because I haven't seen him in months. Or, yeah, almost a year. And I lost access to his Discord when my old Discord got hacked. That kind of sucks if he's done. He was one of the fun ones to watch. Like his Hitman stream, that one was legendary. He just got frustrated and decided to kill everybody instead of sneaking around.
Alright. Let's buy him some time.
I hope Veilguard is getting through the Solus.
Better talk fast. We can't hold these
Oh.
demons up forever.
I forgot to heal. I imagine he'd wait for that whole show to be done and just do like a whole
Good enough. Let's get
season
to
recap
Solus.
at the end of all the. Maybe he'll come back at the beginning. It'd be nice to hang out in the community again. Like he had a really cool audience base for the most part.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Veilguard, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option to help him justify changing his mind.
You got this, guy.
We've We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
Friendship simulator coming in.
More demons.
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Yeah, he did. The comic was I was really disappointed in that. I spent a lot of money investing in that. There's a lot of people that did. I don't know if you remember Spin, but she was a pretty big investor. Well, I remember my buddy trying to work with them on like movie scripts and stuff. My buddy like knows actors and is working in that community, and he's like, I've got a script, and he wanted Ronnie to like write it and work on it. I think Ronnie just kept treating him kind of like a jerk and wouldn't take him seriously. Like you said, it's just like, you know, he'd be like, yeah, let's do that, and then, you know, in the long term, and when my friend put it into planning, he's like, all right, let's do this. Like, oh no, I'm raising my kid, I'm doing this.
People are always dying.
When he was on fire, though, he was on fire. I'll give him that. But the comics, the one thing that pissed me off, when they got the volume come out, and they took all that money and just blew it instead of doubling down and trying to make a volume 2 come out. So that's when I really fell off the wagon. I'm just like, all right.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And that was kind of 50-50 because they're the artist in the UK that they were doing took his share of the money and bought a van so he could move out of his house, and then totaled the van. So like literally took his profits and just burned it.
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Yeah, same here. He's only one of 2 people that I've donated to. That's how you know you're dealing with a pretty good con man. Yeah, I dropped a pretty decent amount of money on that Doomsday Kingdom comics. I got all the signature series and, you know, donated on the Kickstarter or the Indiegogo for the thing, for the volume.
This is it. Bring down that scaffolding.
Why tear down the veil?
I've never done Twitch Primes.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling.
I did buy the digital copies and lost them all because the computer that they were on crashed.
Together. Now.
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Yeah, I usually donate to like fan movies and stuff though. Like you donate to like Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow and all those ones, right? I drunkenly gave him like $60 in one stream. That was the years. That was like, yeah, probably almost 4 or 5 years ago. Like when he was like really nailing it. That's one of those things too, when you're just stupid with your money. It's like, okay, if you're gonna donate that kind of money, you need some kind of a return. You don't give people $60 for no reason. That's right. I actually saw your name in the credits of one of them I was watching. I think it was one of the Never Hike, I think it was the final Never Hike Alone 2 or whatever. Pretty much fan films and B-movies are the way to go nowadays. Hollywood seems like it's pretty much imploded. I would have liked to seen what his big grand scroll story that he had was, because he hyped the hell out of that, and he made it sound very cool. I thought I was investing in a really cool, like, unique project. I'm probably gonna binge watch those Never Hike Alones again pretty soon.
What you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here.
I think he's better than me. He always preached that, huh?
That's why you're here.
It's one of the things that made his channel funny, was just watching the comments of all the people. Like, he became just a total hater. And granted, the show did kind of stuff, but there are people who just want to turn their brains off and enjoy, shitty entertainment for what it is.
Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Now that I think about it, the dude probably was like doing a line of coke before every one of his streams, because he was always like passionate and energetic, and I'm going to do this and I could do that better, and they should have done this. And I even kind of wondered, I'm like, wow, how do you be so passionate about, a crappy episode of The Walking Dead that you're going to be able to tear it apart in all these different ways?
In practice, perhaps you would like to hear about the consequences of your actions.
Meaning?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods.
I was originally going to do, like, if the comic took off, I was going to do Doomsday Kingdom, like, side content, like, who's this character, what if this happened, what's going on here. I was going to, like, kind of ride those coattails back 5 years ago. But it never fizzled, and then you were waiting 6 months to a year between issues.
Elven Gods walk free.
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
You saw them escape from my prison.
I also saw you bringing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
He always had crazy stories too. If you'd watch him, like, he did a drinking stream one time where he got all drunk and just started telling stories of, like, his gangster life that he had.
Quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were.
I remember him talking about his, like, he talked about his, like, junkie wife or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I was going through the exact same thing. Like, I had a ex-girlfriend at the time, and she was all messed up on meth, and I wound up raising her kids for, like, a couple of years, like, and it was a parallel thing.
Their power outstripped my own even before.
I think that's one of the reasons I like started following his channel. I was like, okay, this guy's similar in age, similar in experiences. I didn't do all the gangster stuff though. I wasn't a drug dealer.
I don't have either of those.
Well then, I expect you will be busy. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Well, I was telling a friend of mine, they were talking about that lifestyle, and I'm like, the best way to describe that lifestyle is Harry Potter. If you're a muggle, you don't know about it. If you're a wizard, you know all about it.
Look who's still with us.
You know, the wizards are all going off into the bathroom. The muggles are hanging out. They don't know what's going on.
You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'll take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook.
How do you know he's done with YouTube, like finished? Did he ever say, did he say something on like his Discord or something? I'm only going with what other people have told me. AP was in my last stream saying that he's going to stream Days Gone, the remaster.
You don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for Alfred.
Should have had like 5 or 6 issues ready to go.
Fine.
That'd be hard to do.
Going to stretch my legs.
Because his artist was in the UK, and
Rook, watch your step
I think they were
there.
perfectionists too, so there was a lot of rewrites and redrawings.
Yeah,
And
on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come
actually,
from.
you know what, Panda, now that you think about it, I'm 100% thing that he was just a coked out tuber, because he
really
talking
need to
about
look
Doomsday
around.
Kingdom, the video game,
Yeah.
when they've only had like 4 issues out,
We should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside.
and they're talking
looking
about
around.
like
There's a room
redoing
at the
issue
table
1
down the
with new
stairs.
art
I'll meet you there.
and new covers, and redoing like a issue 2 with a different color.
Need to sleep.
Those are just, yeah, like things you'd say all coked out. Be like, let's do that, yeah, let's do this
See you
too.
later, kid.
Then you wake up the next day and you're like, I'm not doing any of that shit. I just had a mini epiphany when you said that. I just put all the pieces together in my head. It's like, oh yeah, okay. He was my first, like, YouTuber subscription, too. Nah, he wasn't part of Comicscape, but his, the artist, I think, was trying to become a part of Comicsgate back, and that was before the big scandals stuff was coming out, which I don't follow the Comicsgate at all, but I know he was really into the Comicsgate thing, because he was working on all kinds of random shit, which was also part of his problem, why he wasn't focused on doing the art for Doomsday Kingdom, because he was doing art for all this other random stuff, trying to just get his, throwing stuff at a wall and trying to get anything to stick.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently.
It's one of the things I try not to do anymore when I'm streaming, is being like,
Harding thought we should talk.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna
About
do
what
this,
comes
and we'll
next.
play this tomorrow night, and then
She's
we'll play
not
this on Thursday,
But
and
if you
then,
need a
you know,
breather, can't
tomorrow night
hurt to
comes
look
by
around
and I got
first.
company, or Thursday comes by and I got this going on. It's just like, okay, I won't get back to streaming for a week, and it's like, okay, well, now I just look like a jackass. Yeah, I was the same. I was only a mod on Ronnie Hayes' channel for a little bit, and then he took me off. I was never a map mod. I was a map member for like 2 years, and then I pulled out because there weren't any perks to being a member. Explore the lighthouse.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice
Hey,
to
what's
go
up,
talk
AP?
with
How you
Solus.
doing?
He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone.
Yeah, life
And
does
we're
come
here.
first.
Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
And as soon as
Solus
I
called
like
it
told
the
myself I was
lighthouse.
gonna have a streaming schedule,
You
like
did?
I'm gonna stream
When?
every Friday night, I started dreading it and then not looking forward to Friday nights, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna stream when I feel like streaming and not stream when I don't feel like
It was
streaming.
while I was unconscious. Solus appeared in my dream.
I've had the same people in
Really?
my streams throughout the
I'm
years,
glad you're
regardless
alright.
of channel
From what
growth,
I saw,
so
he's trapped in the Fade now. Not here, but some kind of prison.
You're sure that
how's
wasn't
life
just
treating
a
you,
dream?
AP?
It's a reasonable reaction.
Thanks for stopping by
Solus can
tonight.
speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
He said our connection wasn't strong enough for him to do that. He could only reach me because
What
I
kind of
bled at the
YouTube drama
ritual
you got
site
going
when I
on?
got banged up.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's
Oh, yeah,
elven
I don't
god.
need mods. You're all
Putting
pretty much
together
mods.
A nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
I think I don't draw the kind of negativity that needs mods. I don't have a lot of trolls.
We all know he's
Yeah, I
not
mean, I think a
god,
troll
but
would come in
it's
and be like,
faster
"You
than
suck
saying
at gaming," and I'm
ancient
like,
elven
"Yeah, that's
mage
kind of the
and
gimmick of the
talk
channel,
about him.
dude."
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgornon and Gillenane, two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. When I talked with Solus, he was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful.
Don't remember how
elven
you found my
history
channel?
remembers them as gods.
I think I
Solus says
remember
Elgornon
you
and
way
Gillenane
back
drew on
in
the blood for power and became corrupted. That was when he
Star Wars
imprisoned them.
Jedi Fallen Order. Did you
instead
watch
of
that
one
stream, Chad? I think I remember you
god
commenting
running
way
around,
back
we
then.
had two, and they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to
I
get
think
out
Anthony
there
was
and
first
stop them.
in
Just like that,
Star Wars
without
Jedi Fallen
Varric.
Order too.
And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
Found everyone here
How
through
many
Ronnie.
more people will get hurt,
Yeah, I do
get
miss his
killed,
community. There
when we
was some
spend
cool
time
people in his community.
investigating?
That's what I miss about him not streaming. He's right, hardened, right? I'm not actually paying attention.
If Elgornon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind.
Doomsday's
We need to know what they
Crypt.
can
Yeah,
do
he's a good
and what they
dude.
want.
But
John's
we
a
only
great
have
dude.
Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We'll find out what we're dealing with. And then, we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
He was another one that was a big on the Doomsday,
I'm not gonna sit
Doomsday
back while
Kingdom.
elven
Like,
gods
Doomsday
destroy the
Script came
world
from Doomsday
because
Kingdom.
I
There used to be
have a
Doomsday
headache.
Kingdom fan community.
Alright then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm one of them, actually. I didn't stream before his channel. I didn't know how to stream. I seen people, like, freak out, and I'm like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do? And then I watched his channel, and I'm like, oh, you can just be chill.
For all we know,
Yeah, I'd
there's
have to say the
dozen
same, Aaron. He's the only one from
disciples
this community, or
If
even
it takes us
Ronnie's
back to
community that I've met in real life.
Harding, you sure you're
And
up
that's
for
on
this?
him. That dude is the most social person I've ever met. That
I'm
dude
fine.
networks. I remember we were starting way back during the pandemic when our YouTube channels were we all started connecting our YouTube channels together and supporting each other.
Shall
That's
we?
when I really started just like modding random
Let's do
people so they
this.
could share their channels out and grow all this community. And I remember DK was doing it, and he not only did he have everybody's YouTube channel, he had like everybody's phone number. He had my phone number and knew my real name. He had, you know, Bearded Gamer's phone number and his real name, and just,
Quiet.
you know, all
Oh,
these
isn't
different
that a
people's real
surprise?
numbers and phone
There's the
numbers, and he
ritual
knew their
site.
real name. I'm like, man, that's insane networking.
But if the gods really did get out, they're not
Yeah,
here
he was the
anymore.
dude trying to help Ronnie with the script.
Right.
And like, he
Let's take a
has
look around
actual
and see if we
horror
can find
actors
it.
on his channel. He, you know, interviewing all these independent people and horror people, so it's like he's got his nose in the right place. And Ronnie kind of blew him off.
Cut it down.
I'm trying! It's not working!
We should place bets
I can't contain it!
if he's gonna stream it or not. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but if he's done, he's done.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding?
I think there's a
What are you
lot of
doing
drama in
back
that
here,
community too, with the
It's complicated.
actors and
I can see that.
going to those conventions.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin.
Because he was doing these
Varric and I
conventions,
met
especially
them when
doing
we
these
first started
conventions
hunting down
last year,
souls.
or last
They're
year slash this
Veiljumpers,
year. There's a lot of
experts in ancient
lot of
elven
politics even
magic.
in this,
Hardly
even in that
experts.
horror convention
I should have been
community.
able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault.
I bet he does
Since the
too.
sky ripped
It's
open,
easier
the
probably
magic's been surging. Bunch of
to like
artifacts
sit in
that
front of a
have been dormant
camera
for centuries
than
started
it is to
coming
try
alive.
to
This is because of Finn Harrell's...
focus on a game.
Sorry. Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Don't blame me.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solus, and we stopped him.
And we've got the scars to prove it.
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right. You stopped Solus. So why is Arleth neck deep in wild magic?
Solus was dragged
Neck
into the
deep.
Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elgornon and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The
AP's Ronnie's like most loyal servant though, so
They're
he's
back
got to
in the
hold
world.
out hope.
That explains a lot.
I can't fault you for that.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Avenuris, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of Veiljumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts,
This servant of the Hammer Smash
it'll be
face.
her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
I'd still like to make a third one, but I've tried like 3 or 4 times and they've all fallen through.
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Irlin, alright?
What? No,
I should abandon it and just work on a
You're
different
great shot,
project. That's a
Harding.
lot easier to
You
do.
can help the Veiljumpers here. They need you.
Fine. Since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veilguard.
Nowadays too, I'm a bitter old man. When I was in my 20s, I was able to like go and, hey, let's do this. You want to be in a movie?
3 days ago.
Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm off work and I'm like, I'm going to go home. I don't want to be around people.
Thank you.
If I knew it was there, if I had the right like people to work with, I would definitely be down. Because the best part of making a movie is like filming it and editing it and watching something come together, putting a soundtrack to it and changing the mood.
Is it me, or is there something strange about
Plus
this
bloopers.
fog?
Filming bloopers is one of the funniest things because you never intend for people to screw up.
So that suit of armor is moving. We've got company.
Gotcha. Oh, people.
Yeah, I'm kind of coming out of my funk, but I was in one all winter long where I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go to metal shows. I didn't want to hang out with a lot of people.
Call me Rook.
I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just
Wait, I know that name.
fighting with work.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elgornon and Gillinane have escaped Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh.
Of course they want to destroy the world. We're playing a video
very
game.
much for the worse. Okay, wait.
You're not even 40 and you have that want to stay at home mindset. Not a good mindset to be in. I try to
I've had a couple
do
days
something
and I'm
every
still
day.
trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble.
Oh, this is Women's Month, isn't it? That's why we're playing the game.
World, so to speak.
Thanks, Chad. I forgot about that.
You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Sounds bad.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it...
I don't think I could play this game all the way through.
The bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
You got a question, does everyone know Black Mirror? Black Mirror, yeah, it is a TV show. Episode with it, that one's called Bandersnatch, the movie where you make choices using your remote controlled. It's like a choose your own adventure. It was interesting.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble.
It's definitely worth
These magical constructs keep getting in the way.
a watch through.
Demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
I don't have Netflix anymore, so they might have made a newer one. But the old one, that was the point and click one, was Bandersnatch, I think.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Then let's deal with them quick.
I didn't like Black Mirror all that much. The first, there's like the first 5 or 6 episodes were kind of okay. Like, I would prefer to just watch Twilight Zone or Outer Limits or one of those.
Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
I've been watching Spartacus from Stars. I watched it with my ex-girlfriend back in the day, but it was definitely like I needed to rewatch it. It's been 5 years.
You can make the jump.
Oh, no, we can.
It's a good show. I recommend it, but it's
power crystal somewhere nearby.
It's like softcore porn. Like each scene of the first season, they're either fucking or they're fighting. There's no in between.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in.
I never watched that. I watched like the very first episode of that.
And there we go. Easy.
Wow, isn't that something?
And yeah, it just wasn't good. I wasn't gonna put my invest in that one.
I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Halo was another one they really screwed up. Like, why would you make a Halo TV show and take out the most iconic part of the Halo franchise, which is the music? I never saw that one. I've heard good things about Prison Break, but it's one that I never got into.
We're under fire.
The magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
You have all this equipped, right? Okay. Skills. I don't care about skills. I'm not gonna be playing this long enough for that nonsense. Yeah, I might have to try Avowed. This bet it's similar to this.
Damn! Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down.
Did it wander off? Do I have to fight it? I think I do have to fight it.
Here we go.
But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
Yeah, there's a few of my disc games I've been playing.
Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
I like Game Pass a lot better than I like the PS Plus.
Got it covered.
Yeah, PS Plus is kind of a joke. Of course, they're gonna make us get right in the middle of them.
Right about what? About where we are. Armory. I think I know what the artifact
I thought they were all gonna attack at once. That was kind of weird. I've never even heard of PlayStation Stars. I know they had like a rewards thing for like playing online people.
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
That sounds like a
A
scam.
creature of the Fade bound to a crystal.
Spend $200 to get $25 worth of stuff. You could do that, or you could just save $200.
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
Let's finish this.
I've got like, I'm 77% done with Space Marines. I think I've got like another probably 2 streams. That's if I only do one, like the hour and 20-minute streams I've been doing of that game. Yeah, Microsoft seems to do it right with their... I've already got reward points from like replaying The Walking Dead. Not quite enough to buy a Game Pass, but it will be, you know, eventually. Which that's, you know, that's a free $20 Game Pass. You can't beat that. And then you're going to earn rewards while you're playing the games that you got for free. Get it? See, I'm new to Game Pass. I didn't get it till I didn't get an Xbox till January of this year. So. How do I get to it? Mm-hmm. Have Veilguard deactivate the artifact. Okay, where is it? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
How's that?
Help her deactivate it. Yeah, I don't do auto renew. I'll get a Game Pass and then cancel like an hour later, And that way, at the end of the month, it doesn't auto-renew.
Nice shot.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlington Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get
Game
out
Pass can kind of screw you too. Like
Let's
if
get to that central temple.
like let's say I play Starfield and I get really into it, and I start playing, you know,
Right where you broke that wall.
play it for months and months and months. It's like, okay, well, you're paying $20 for the Game Pass, and you're playing this game. I guess you have to play it every day to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, you could easily be paying, you know, 80, 90, $100 to play a game. Oh, I was gonna say that looked like that explodes. It's on my list to eventually check out. I have it downloaded on the Xbox.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
This game has really failed to garner really any interest. It's kind of like no wonder it was almost went straight to the bargain bin. Like even story-wise, it seems very generic. Can't pre-attack those guys. Even though I know they're gonna attack me. I do that, but I do that off camera. With games I'm not gonna stream. Like that, what was it, Ninja Gaiden Black 2? I couldn't get into that one. That game was kicking my ass right out the gate.
We're close. I can feel it.
Yeah, I played that one for about an hour, and I was like, okay, I'm done with Ninja Gaiden 2. There's nothing wrong with the game. It was just, wasn't my style. You know what I'm still kicking myself for? I was in the pawn shop the other day, and they had college football 25 for $20, and I did not pick it up. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, why didn't you get that game, dude? So I went back there a couple days later when I finally pulled my head out of my ass, and it was gone. And I'm like, man, that was, you know, $25 or $20. I could have had that EA game. Ninja Gaiden is the original hard to beat before Dark Souls. If you'd have told me that, I never would have tried it. I'll never play a Dark Souls game. It's like eating broccoli. The only way I'm going to play it if you like hide it and tell me I'm playing something different. And then I find out later that it was Dark Souls. Yeah, I hate making a decision like that. How the heck do we get there? I wanted to get it because I haven't played a good, I played Madden, and Madden's the same thing over and over again. But, the last good college game I played was, I think, NCAA. Is that right? 2014. Maybe even earlier. Maybe even 2004. And I remember it being a lot funner. The rules were different and everything was funner about it. The college atmosphere as opposed to professional atmosphere.
We're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
See, I think 25 was good because they had years to make it. It's not like Madden where they're just slapping a new skin on stuff. They actually developed a football game, like from scratch. That's what I heard. I don't know. I've never played it.
Don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that. But I plan to find out.
What constructs ahead?
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
The local one I got, they got a lot of stuff right now. They got a lot of good things. A lot of people just, I think we're waiting for their taxes, so they just pawned a bunch of stuff. I should take my camera in and film some pawn shop videos at some point. Throw them on my other channel. Man, you're supposed to get out of the way when they're swinging at you, dummy. It probably will if they're going to make a 20 or 26 already. Like, I thought that was part of the magic of that game, is there hasn't been one in forever. Oh, you don't go to pawn shops to pawn. You go to pawn shops to buy things. Yeah, if you go to the pawn, you're gonna get taken every time. I used to pawn my I had to pawn my base once, and they gave me it was like a $300 base, and I think they gave me $75 for it, and I had to pay like 85 or 90 to get it out. It was stupid. Now, they're like thrift stores. They're good to go in there. You can get good deals on stuff. Like, I got my Xbox, the Xbox Series X from the pawn shop, and the dude gave me a hell of a deal on it. Like, I think I paid $380, and that included tax and everything. And it had, nobody knew this, but it had Skyrim in the disk drive. So I got a free copy of Skyrim. It definitely helps, yeah. And they like it. They like you more when you're buying from them than when you're trying to farm from them. Like it is a relationship type thing. Like if they see you're gonna spend money in the pawn shop, they want to see that stuff out, so they'll give you deals. Never bought a gun from a pawn shop though. They still sell them down there, but I've never even thought to buy a gun from the pawn shop. Be afraid it would like misfire or something, right? Alright. Sadly, I think I'm bored to hell with this game. You think YouTube resellers kind of ruin the experience? I can see that. Depends on what you're looking for too. Like, if you need to do, they got a lot of good tools down there. You get desperate people and junkies that sell tools all the time. So if you ever need power tools, you know, pawn shops are a good place to go. I got a really cheap laptop from the pawn shop for like $80 when my laptop crashed. Yeah, this conversation was, yeah, I mean, the conversation was great. But yeah, this game, I was trying to hide my yawns from the opening moment on. I'm like, oh, what are my pronouns? This is gonna be a long one. But I'm gonna come back hopefully Sunday with L.A. Noire. We'll start that one, and I am gonna finish Warhammer. I've got like maybe 2 streams of that one. Warhammer's a weird one. That one does not draw a crowd. Like I get good views on it, but there's nobody in the live chat hardly. But yeah, it's 10:30 my time, and I got to get up at 6. Have a long ass Saturday, but Veilguard. I should have called it that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. This was an awesome night. Like you said, top-notch golden conversations. So thanks first. I didn't get to the Orc Karen yet. No, I didn't. We'll have to watch her on YouTube because I don't think I've got it in me to get to her. With the exception of the conversation, this was a painful game to play. I think I'm going to be deleting it the second I stop the stream. Never to be picked up again. So you guys have fun. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I hope to see you guys Sunday in 1940s LA.